Hello, my friends. Welcome to Oceanography 100. This video is going to show you how to navigate our Canvas page, and within that show you what I expect from you throughout this course, how to use Canvas if you're not super familiar with it in the first place, and then some of my expectations for you to do over the weekend while we're getting everyone all signed up and everything. So this is what you should see for your course. I'll go here into student view so it's exactly what you see. So if you see here, I'm starting with our Oceanography course introduction. So these are pretty much a lot of your resources that you can always go back into to reference for whatever you need to. And then on to other important course materials. So here's where you will find the syllabus and the schedule once I get that posted. And then these two things here are what I would like you to do over the weekend. And I'll go through those in just a sec. But I just wanted to show you how I have this whole page laid out, because I know it varies from teacher to teacher, right? So first here, this third module, I guess in total, is where I'm going to be posting all of the Zoom recordings. So any sort of recording that we have, whether it be lecture, lab, movie nights, anything like that, you can all find those here in this main resource. And then I'm going to go through the various units that we're going to be going through and covering in this class. And so each unit is divided up into its own separate module. The first thing we're going to go through is geological oceanography, then into chemical oceanography in the atmosphere, physical oceanography, and then we're going to end up with biological oceanography in the marine environment. And each module will have the homeworks for that unit, the weekly discussion boards, a general overview. So if you click on this, it'll show you exactly what we're going to be going through over the week. I'll generally post a picture and discuss it a little bit. But throughout those couple of weeks, here's kind of what we're going to be going through as a general overview. Some various resources for this section where you'll be able to find the lectures, the homework, etc. And then additional outside resources I'll post here as well. So then all the lectures, just want to show how I'm going to be doing that. So with the lectures, each one will be posted in PDF format. If you need it in a different format, just let me know. But I'll put the number of the lecture, so it'll go 1 through, oh gosh, I think there's like 30 some lectures. But I'll also put not only the date, but kind of what we covered. Because even I go through, I'm like, lecture 3, what the heck did we talk about in lecture 3, right? So I at least put, so for example, our first lecture, which we're going to be doing next week, is going to be covering Earth history. So kind of where we came from. And so if you've never used Canvas before, this left side here is going to be where you can directly go into various parts of the website. So you can find your assignments, any discussion boards, your grades, various pages, the syllabus, which I have here as well. I have it in multiple places on this. And other things that we may be using as well, and I'll let you know if we do actually end up using any of these things. But with that, I kind of just want to quickly go through some of this introduction. Welcome, hello, my name is Mallory, if you did not know that already. Essentially kind of where I came from, born and raised small town in Iowa. I moved to the Bay Area when I was 15. I ended up going to San Francisco State for college. I initially was a psychology major, but I switched it over to meteorology after taking an intro to meteorology class my very first fall semester. So it just goes to show you, sometimes you will end up going in a completely different direction than you initially had thought. But I graduated in 2014, and then I took 2 years off to travel. I needed to get out, something that was very important to me, to go out and travel before potentially coming back for grad school, which is exactly what I did. So I came back, went to grad school in Arizona, and graduated from there in 2018. I promptly moved back after graduation, and I also, a few days before I moved back, I got the teaching position that I hold now at San Francisco State. So there I teach meteorology, which is what my main discipline is. But I my degree, my bachelor's degree, is also in ocean science. So that's how I'm able to teach you guys as well. And the two are very much interconnected, and you'll see that throughout the time in this course. So if you ever need to get a hold of me, you can email me. You can go straight into the inbox here on Canvas. I get that via email. And then my office hours are going to be Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., as well as Friday, 10 to 11. Or you're welcome to set something else up by appointment for sure. And then this is also my cell phone number. If you need it to get in contact with me immediately, especially in this online learning environment, I have that provided for you. So if you have an emergency question or something comes up and you need to talk to me right away, this is going to be the best way to get a hold of me. I check my phone a heck of a lot more than I check my email. And so, yeah, if you do send me an email, please give me about 24 to 48 hours to respond to you. Sometimes I have other things going on that require my attention, or maybe I just missed your email, or I'm working or something like that. So give me that space to be able to reply to you within that time. And I'm going to do my best this semester to get any of your course assignments and projects back to you within at least a week. If any project that you turn in or what have you, and I think I'm going to be a little bit late on grading it, I will let you know as soon as possible. But the homework should be relatively easy because they're all going to be online, which is different from how things were when we were in person, right? So when you're going through these various modules and pages, one neat little feature here on Canvas is you can click this little next button and it literally just takes you into the next thing that we're doing. So here's a nice little welcome. This is, if you've never seen something like this before, this is a kelp forest. We actually have a ton of these along our coastline here in California. So that's why I decided to use this picture, because it's something close to home, right? So as we already kind of saw how this course is divided up, it's into 4 different units basically. And I really need to emphasize here that taking an oceanography course is not marine biology. We actually really don't even start talking about the ocean until like halfway through the semester. So if you're expecting to talk about whales and sea lions and polar bears and the weird deep sea creatures, we're really not going to get into that until later. So I just want to kind of put that caveat in there. So yeah, there's a lot of different aspects of oceanography that we go through, and I like to start with the way back in the beginning of time. So that's kind of the idea there. I have full confidence that you can read or go through a lot of these bullet points yourself, but something that I really want to just kind of iterate in terms of successful online learning. So, you know, in this half of the spring semester, we had to completely change everything that we did and switch to online learning. But now I've had the time to learn how to be a better online teacher, and I've also been able to get some feedback as to for you guys as students to be successful on an online learning environment. It is way different than face-to-face, as I'm sure you are very well familiar with. So basically, my biggest advice is commit to a schedule. Have a to-do list. I have like a little black book thing that I have all of my to-do lists in. I actually might have to get a bigger one because I took on another class this semester, but be organized, right? That's a really big situation that needs to happen. You have to be organized and commit to a various schedule, right? Get into a routine. Routines are really important, especially if you're not one who really fits into routines very well. Starting to jump into one at the very beginning of the semester will prove very successful for your success in the course. One thing that I really try to build in my class is a very welcoming, respectful, diverse, inclusive community, right? We're taking a science class, right? And the best way to really absorb all of your information is to be actively learning. So being involved in discussions, asking questions, pointing something out that you think is funny, making sure that you understand the material. If I'm going through something too fast, just be like, hey, prof, can you back it up here just a little bit? Just a sec. I need to get what that was on that last slide, that kind of thing. And I also just want to let you know that no question is a stupid question at all. No question is a stupid question. So please feel free to answer anything, or excuse me, not answer, ask anything. And if I don't know the answer, we'll look it up together. That's kind of, we're all learning, right? That's kind of the whole point of it. And I want you to also familiarize yourself with Netiquette, right? So we're all humans behind our names, and maybe you don't ever want to show your face on the webcam. That's totally fine. But do know that even if you can't see someone's face, there is a body behind that, and someone who has thoughts, feelings, and comments and concerns, all that kind of stuff. So just be kind to each other online, as well as if you're working in a group or doing some sort of project or anything like that, please be kind. That is a really important thing for me. And if anyone is being disrespectful, mean, or anything to you, please let me know immediately so that I can make sure to take proper steps into making sure that that's taken care of. You will need to be able to use the internet for this course. I'm assuming that you're on the internet right now. That's going to be really important in this class, of course. And of course, all these various student resources and different Canvas tutorials. If you're not familiar with Canvas, I highly recommend giving this short video a quick watch. And other than that, I think that's kind of all I wanted to go through immediately. So make sure that you answer these pre-assessment questions. It's nothing you're going to be graded on. It's just it's a way for me to get to see who you are and to see if you have any idea of what we're going to be talking about initially. If not, obviously that's okay, because we're going to go through all those questions anyway. And then additionally, I would love to get to know you. So this is going to be the first discussion board of the semester. So just answer these questions as truthfully as you can, and then also please respond to to 2 of your peers' posts once you do get that all set up. Let me know if you have any questions. Can't wait to hang out with you guys. Cheers.